forget that Peter Parker is accused of murder and his identity is revealed. After Parker leaves, his girlfriend, MJ, and friend Ned try to apply to MIT, but their applications are rejected. Peter Parker goes to Stephen Strange for help. Strange suggests a spell that will make people as Spider-Man, but Parker repeatedly requests to let his loved one remember him, and a mid-course correction of the spell happens, which disrupts the spell but stains the spell. Perker went to convince one of the MIT directors to consider their applications, but all of a sudden, Otto Octavius appeared. Octavius split Parker's nanotechnology from his iron spider suit, which bonds with his mechanical tentacles and allows Parker to mutilate them. When Norman Osborn arrives and attacks, Strange takes Parker back to the Sanctorum and locks Octavius in a cell. Strange reveals that the corrupted spell summoned people from other universes who are familiar with Spider-Man's identity. Orders Parker, MJ, and Ned to arrest them. As Parker captures Max, Dillon, and Flint Marko, Osborn goes to a F.E.A.S.T building, where May was with him before Parker retraces him. While talking to each other, Osborn, Octavius, and Dillon realize that they were picked up from their universes just before their deaths. Strange creates a spell that can transport the bad guys back to their respective universes, but Parker argues that they should first cure the negative powers and craziness to prevent their deaths. Then, Parker takes away the spell box, confines Strange in the mirror dimension with his cobweb, and May takes the bad guys to Happy Hogan's apartment. Perker successfully eliminates the negativity in Octavius with Stark Industries technology, but Osborn's Goblin persona is resurrected in him and convinces the uncured bad guys to betray Parker. As Dillon, Marko, and Connors escape, the Osborn bomb kills May, who tells Parker that with great power comes great responsibility. Before dying, Ned realizes he can make portals using Strange's fire ring, which he and MJ use to make Parker back. Unfortunately, Peter 2 and Peter 3 arrives. The other Parkers who appeared in the scene finally, they find Perker while the other Parkers share stories of losing their loved ones. They encourage Parker to fight. The three Parkers develop the strategy to eliminate the negativity in the villains and bring Dillon, Marko, and Connors to the Statue of Liberty, where they cure Marko and Connors. Octavius comes into the scene to help and cure Dillon. Ned discovers Strange in the mirror dimension. Osborn arrives and destroys the spell box, breaking the barriers of all the universes. While Strange tries to maintain the barrier, Parker attempts to kill Osborn, but Peter 2 stops him. Peter 3 and Parker inject Osborn to cure him, destroying his negativity. Parker realizes the only way to protect the universes is to remove himself from everyone's memory, and requests Strange to make a new spell. Parker promised MJ and Ned that he would find them again. The spell is cast, returning everyone to their related universes, including Eddie Brock.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone.
What's happening?
They're starting to come through.